this is Amanda Wray coming to you with another video, and today what we're going to discuss is the challenges you're going to face when starting your own business and how to overcome those challenges. So what I want to do is just touch on some of the things that may happen when you start your own business, and not only that, the process that has to happen and what can happen during that process. So some of the challenges that you can face, we're going to start off with number one, and this is one of the things that I was not concerned about, but one of the things that happened to me that I had to pretty much overcome, and that was just getting advice from everyone and listening to the advice that came from family and friends. So what it is that you may not have a lot of entrepreneurs in your family, or maybe people that have their own business. Maybe you do, maybe you don't, but there are going to be people that have their own opinion about what you're doing and how you're doing it. And not only that, give you a lot of advice. And what you want to do is make sure that you take just the good advice and not take everyone's advice, okay? In the beginning, people have a lot of different opinions about what you're doing or how you're trying to accomplish certain tasks, okay? And nothing's wrong with that. Everyone's going to have their opinion. People are going to have their way of thinking or how you should do things or what you shouldn't do. Really go with your gut feeling. Not only that, go with what is recommended by the professionals, okay? Everybody wants to be a professional. You know, you got people that want to give you advice, but they don't have any type of education in that business model that you may be looking at, or just what it is that you're going through. It's like, as an example, being married and getting advice from someone that's single that cannot hold on to a relationship. That's just not going to work. It's like, how can you get advice from someone that hasn't been through what you're going through, or that's not trying to accomplish the things that you're trying to accomplish? Okay, so try your best not to take everyone's opinion, not to listen to everybody's opinion, and especially the negativity that may come towards you from family and friends. Just don't even think about it, because it's really not. At the end of the day, it's not important, okay? People's opinions and their advice and all of that, sometimes it could be very irrelevant, okay? Now, if it's something positive and you can always think about it, something to just, think about, maybe you want to implement it. But if it's negative, or if it's a ton of different advice coming from here and there, just stick to what the professionals are saying. More than likely, you have someone in your circle, or you can find someone in your circle that have accomplished the things that you want to accomplish. Maybe you have a mentor, a coach, someone that's in your field or your line of work that can help you and assist you with being successful. And again, those are the people that you want to get involved with. Those are the kind of people you want to be around. So stay focused. And, these are one of the challenges that you may have to overcome. If I'm looking down, it's just because I'm looking at my notes. Please excuse me. I like to try to stay on task as much as possible when I'm doing my videos, and I do better with notes, okay? So that's the only reason why I'm looking down. Another thing is battling your own thoughts. So that was another thing in business, going into business for yourself. There's going to be days when you're going to wonder if you're doing the right thing or if you made the right decision, okay? Because we are used to doing one thing, which is going to work and receiving a paycheck. When you're working for yourself, things happen a bit different. It's not going to be black and white all the time. Sometimes you're going to have those gray moments where it's like, damn, am I doing the right thing? Is this the right move that I'm making? Am I making the right decisions? Nothing's wrong with that. That's normal, okay? And let me tell you, most of the time it came from me in the evening time when I was about to go to sleep, just sitting there pondering, thinking about everything that happened for the day and wondering, am I wasting my time, or should I stay committed to what I'm doing? Stay committed, okay? Those thoughts are normal because you're doing something different. You want it to work. You want it to be a success, okay? And wondering whether or not it's the right timing. Should I even be venturing out into this business? That's going to happen. Those thoughts are going to come. It's natural. But what you have to do is move past that, because if you have a dream, you have a vision, you've seen something that you want to do, you want to be a part of, you should stick to it, okay? And not only that, be very consistent once you start. That's really important. The process is a process. You have to overcome those challenges, those negative thoughts that you may have, because a lot of times I fought with myself and the thoughts that I had more than what other people were telling me. A lot of people didn't really say negative things to me, but a lot of the times it was coming from myself, where I wasn't thinking positive about what I was doing because of the process. It was going too slow. When is it going to pick up? When am I going to start to see the end of the tunnel? And you have to battle that, okay? That's one of the things you have to go through, but you have to stay strong and overcome that. And again, that's one of the second challenges that I had. Now, the third challenge, and this was very difficult for me in the beginning, is having no money coming from your business in the beginning. Entrepreneurship and being in business for yourself, there's steps that you have to take, there's things that you have to overcome, and money is one of them. You're not going to see a lot of money in the beginning. It may take 6 months to a year, depending on what business you're in. It may take that time to really build that momentum to start having that money coming consistently, okay? So you have to really put it in your head that in the beginning, I may not going to be making any money, or maybe making very little money to start. You're going to be putting out more than what's actually coming in the beginning, and that's fine. It has to come from somewhere, okay? The time, the energy, and the money, it has to come from somewhere, and that's, if it's your business, if it's your baby, it's going to come from you. So just know that it's going to take time to build up that money, and it's going to be a slow process in the beginning. But if you are consistent with working on your business, it will pick up. And that time is different for everyone, depending on how bad you want it, how much time you have, how much energy you have, how much money you have. All of these things play a part in how much time it's going to take. So never really compare yourself to other people. People resonate with other people differently. And sometimes things happen for people faster than others, depending on the knowledge of the business that they're in, the money that they have, and the time that they have. So really don't try to put a time frame on how much you want to make and how long you want to make it by, because then if you don't hit those goals, you're going to be depressed. Don't say, okay, in 6 months, I want to be making $10,000 a month, okay? Because when the 6 months come, that may not happen, and then you are back to square one, and it may make you feel depressed. What you want to do is just not put a time frame on it, but make sure that you're actively working on your business, whatever it is, that you're actively doing something. You're spending that time every single week, whether it's 20 hours, 15 hours, or 30 hours, you're putting in the time, because time will tell. It may take 6 months, it may take a year, it may take longer, but if you are actively working on your business, you will start to see results. It'll become more frequent, and you'll start to see that, it wasn't time wasted. So definitely don't really expect any money in the beginning. Don't even think about the money. Just really focus on the process. The money will come as long as you're working on the process. So work on it, and then the money will come. And then the other thing is mindset. So I know a lot of people say it and it sounds really cliche, like, mindset is so important. It's so important to be in a right mind frame. And that is true to some degree. Okay. So when I talk about mindset and when I think about mindset, it takes a long time to get out of certain habits and ways of thinking. Because when you're working a job, you're punching a clock, you're doing the same thing every day, and then you're getting paid the same time every month for the work that you do. When you go into business for yourself, it doesn't work that way. You're not getting that check every week for the efforts that you put out that week for your business. So to some degree, you have to really have that in the back of your mind that, okay, I'm going to probably do work for the next 3 months and not see a dime, but it's going to be well worth it because the money is going to come as I continue to put in the work. Now, another thing as far as mindset, one of the things that I used to do is I used to listen to a lot of 6-figure earners, people that were in business for themselves, because when you put that in your mind and you're listening to that information, it helps you to think differently about what it is that you want to do. So what I would do is I would go to sleep at night with information from YouTube. I would listen to information about what it is that I wanted to do, the success that people was having, and not only that, what they were doing in order to maintain that success. Okay. So it could be a podcast. It could be on YouTube where you're just pumping yourself information about what it is that you want to do. And not only that, another thing that I would do is I would listen to motivational speeches and inspirational speeches about just people that had success. And I would go to sleep with that playing in my ear for like at least 30 minutes to an hour. And you can also do that throughout the day. Whatever you're feeding yourself constantly becomes a reality. It becomes the truth. Whatever your thoughts are very important. So if you're constantly thinking of failure, how many times you failed, how all the people that you know that failed. More than likely, you're not going to have success because you're pumping yourself negativity and things that has happened that is negative. So it's going to just feed on that. What you have to do is pump yourself positivity, motivation, even if that's speaking to somebody about positive things about your business, the things that you want to do, speak it into existence. When you're going to sleep, when you're having that downtime, put your earphones in and listen to information that's motivational. Listen to your mentors, your coaches, the people that inspire you the most. Close your eyes when you listen to it, okay? When you are relaxed, maybe taking a bath, taking a nap. Maybe you're just, you have some downtime and everything is quiet. The kids is in the bed. That's when you really want to put that information in. And you can do that once a day, just for like 30 to 45 minutes, or every other day. How often, the more the better, but however often you can do it, you want to pump yourself and feed yourself positive information, affirmations. You want to keep that going because, again, the more positive that you hear, it really helps with the mindset in the way that you look at situations, your perspective, okay? So I tell people all the time, perception is everything. In the way that you look at things, taking a negative and turning it into a positive, that really helps, okay? So these are just some of the things that can help you to really improve, of course, your way of life. It can help you to really understand your business and what you're about to come across, what you may face, and how to overcome those challenges. So again, negativity, don't listen to everyone's advice. Stick with the professionals. The stuff that you buy or the things that you hear from people that are doing the things that you want to do, that is going to go a long way. Fighting your own thoughts, knowing that it's just a phase. Your thoughts, especially if it's negative or wondering if you're doing the right thing, it's just a phase and it's gonna come and go. Just like feelings come and go. You could be happy 1 minute and completely sad the next. It's just a feeling. They come and go. Thoughts do the same thing. They come and they go. So you just have to know that if you are thinking about negative things, or if you're wondering whether or not this is the right thing that you're doing, it's just a thought, get over it, because executing your business and the things that you need to do for your business is the most important. Overcoming the challenges of having no money in the beginning, it's going to happen. That's a part of running your business. That's a part of entrepreneurship. That's what it's going to take. And again, it's going to happen, but you have to overcome that. In business, it's about investing in yourself, going through the process, and then coming out the winner once you have gone through the process. And then last but not least, mindset. Make sure to really focus on positive, listening to positive motivational podcasts, anything on YouTube that you can find, finding people that you look up to that you want to follow, and not only that, feeding that into your thoughts as consistently as possible, okay? So again, thanks for tuning in today. Please subscribe to my channel if you're not yet subscribed, and I'll see you tomorrow with another video. Have a great day, stay inspired, and stay blessed.